interesting and challenging to do because it's one camera, kind of one take, what we call a oneer, all the way through. Man, this is really getting crazy. Check out this new target I just got from Central Command. I'll upload the coordinates for you. So it's different, and as an actor, I had to take that in consideration, going, yeah, this is good. And it's a game, it's fun, it's got that element of, I don't want to say camp, but that, you know, that fun element. The game's a camp. Okay. Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. Obviously, one of the major differences in doing this type of thing and doing what I do on Lost, a television show or movies, is you avoid looking at the camera at all times. You never want to find yourself staring into there because it breaks the fourth wall, kind of. Wish I could tell you what Kane's got planned, but then I'd have to kill you. Just kidding. But seriously, I envy you, brother. The world's about to change and you're going to be right there in the thick of it. It's an exciting time to be Nod. If you need me, Commander, I got your back.
I've really wanted to do something like this, you know. I thought it would be really fun to just do something different and different challenge, so it was really exciting when they called, and they barely got it out. They're like, we'd like you to do Command & Conquer 3. I was like, yes, 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 I'm saying yes.
I still can't believe this is actually happening.
I'm in my head imagining this person or this being that's on the other side of it that I'm interacting with and giving them instructions doing this, and it's almost like an acting exercise. You feel like, okay, I've created an idea of who this person is, and I'm interacting with them, and I'm responding to them and giving them something to work off of.
All right, Commander, here's the latest. Nod forces are going in for the kill, closing in on the Pentagon. As you know, there is no more vital structure in the region. It is the center of our command and control network.
I think Kiersey is very, very, very loyally rooted in her GDI background. I mean, I don't think she sees the Nod effort as something she would ever support in any way, shape, or form. She seems very loyal. And, you know, anytime she's giving information about something Nod has done, there's a sense of urgency to, we need to take care of this. These people are not, this is not good.
If we lose the Pentagon, it could be the beginning of the end. You cannot let this happen.
Excellent work, Commander. Just as we hoped, your victory set an example for the rest of our forces. Now we've got strike teams all over the board taking down those damn towers.
Actually, we just got word. There's only one tower still left standing.
Jack Ranger, he's a lifer. Fairly pragmatic, straightforward, militaristic type person who believes in a moral and ethical way of doing things. It's not just enough to win. There's a proper way of doing that. The prediction is another decade of peace. I say it's the calm before the storm. What I found interesting is talking directly to the camera and having to find a generalized personality that I had to relate to. Knowing that the fellow sitting out there could be any male, female, ranging from 16 to 66, in different mode of dress at different times of day, with different forms of food in their hand while they're playing. So that try and find a way that you could, in a very general sense, be able to relate to them and have them relate to you without being overbearing. Look, the good news is Boyle's a sharp man with control of the purse strings, and we're going to need every penny we have to win this. I found it a nice acting problem.
General Granger, Redmond Boyle, this is an honor.
This is a very interesting video game. This kind of hits home for me. I mean, this is the kind of game that I could get into.
This time is different. This time, the public will accept nothing less than total victory.
Because, you know, here you're thrust into the situation as a player. You're thrust into this whole situation that's going on. And it's like everything can go up in smoke, or you can make a choice that you know, where you can buy time.
The public wants payback, an eye for an eye, and that's exactly what we're going to give them.
With all due respect, Director, the public has heard these kind of promises in the past.
John Powell once said, "The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing."
My first scene was with Billy D. Williams, you know, acting Director Boyle. And he is, of course, you know, I remember him from the Star Wars series, and I've seen him in some things after Star Wars. And so here he is right in front of me, and I'm a news anchor, and so here I am acting with Billy D. Williams. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The future, our future, it's now in the hands of this madman.
Well, Electronic Arts decided that in the third installment of their Command and Conquer series, they would actually use real-life reporters and news people in their game, and they reached out to me and asked me if I would be one of these news reporters. With victories here in the New Eden Blue Zone, GDI forces have sent the invaders into a surprising Red Zone retreat. This same pattern of enemy withdrawal appears to be happening all over the world.
You have the GDI, which is more military in feel. They follow the rules. They go by the book a little bit more.
What is it, Sandra?
The ion cannon's been engaged, sir.
On whose authority?
Director Boyle. I would describe Sandra Telfair as very loyal. Well, I guess I would say like a staunch loyalist for the GDI, the Global Defense Initiative. And her being lieutenant, she's really sharp, and she's in intelligence operations, or INOPS. And I think this exposure and this kind of work is really going to help her work her way up and eventually get her own command.
Lieutenant.
The largest tower, the one closest to completion, is in Italy, where this whole Tiberium mess started over 50 years ago. I think it's kind of unusual in this game that we're having live action, and so we had to go through fittings and makeup and hair.
We got to put on the costume for the first time, which was really fun, and get to see the detail and kind of get a little bit of info on, you know, the character more so than I had at that point.
Creating Killian's costume was really complicated because there were the design of the costume was so complicated, and the person that was wearing it, Trish Helfer, is very thin and very tall, which was wonderful, but it was almost like making a miniature costume for someone.
I've always been interested to see what I'd look like in some sort of kind of warrior suit. Cool. Guess I'm just so used to it choking. I knew it was tighter. And so I was really thrilled when the actual costume came, and it was fully made of leather and really well done. And I put it on, and the only problem was at first, when we first put it on, it was so new and shiny, and you're like, wow, you need to tack it down if you're supposed to be out in the field and he's in the tent, and you know, he's a field agent. So, you know, we did some fittings, tighten it up, get it fitted to the body, and then the wardrobe tacked it down, it really turned out nice.
Well, actually, when I first got the concept sketches, that's all they were. They were